Hey everyone, it's Brian again, and I've got some more free templates for you this time. It's free credit card authorization form templates. The download link's below, but before you click away to download the templates, there's something I want to go over with you about these templates to show you exactly how I recommend using them, because it's different than what you're probably used to. Stay tuned and I'll show you what it is. Okay, so to get the ball rolling here, let me start off with a couple of important points about these templates. Number one, I'm going to give these to you for free, as I said, and I have actually a couple of versions for each of these, which I'll cover in the video and give you the reason why I'm giving you more than one version. So here's the templates side by side. We have version 1 in the blue over here, and then version 2 in the green. They both pretty much say the same thing, and all the copy that's in red, or all the text that's in red, you're going to be able to pull up and customize and save and modify so that it's specific to your business, obviously. So this isn't going to be a in-depth Microsoft Word tutorial, so we're not going to go through a bunch of details about customizing these, because again, it's pretty straightforward. You just click in and change the text, add your company information and your name and so forth, and you can pretty much use these as needed. Obviously, there's template logos here. If you have a logo, you can insert just by coming up to the Insert tab and clicking on the picture button and putting your own logo in there. If you don't, you can just delete it completely. And on template number 2, this is held in the header, so all you got to do is double click up here, and then you can edit the text right up here. The logo is just freestanding right on the page. So you can play with the margins and move the different paragraphs around a little bit if you would like to. But again, for the most part, these are set up to just plug your company information in and use them right as they are. So obviously you can use these credit card authorization form templates with any payment processing solution. And if you're going to be using these, it's probably likely that you're invoicing on some level, or you're charging customers like a regular customer base, or utilizing some sort of billing plans, or at least that's the likelihood. So on a quick side note, if you haven't seen the video where I talk about and give you free invoicing templates, if that is something that you're in need of, check the links in the description so you can watch that video and download those templates. But if you're just wanting the credit card authorization forms to put a card on file to charge for billing plans, or to charge invoices on an as-needed basis, you can use these forms with the modifications that I'm about to cover with you. Okay, so here's the problem with the credit card authorization form in the traditional sense. You are asking your customer to write down an entire credit card number on a piece of paper, and then to send it to you in really an unsecured manner, even if that's fax, especially if it's email, even if it's scanned into a PDF or some other document, and it could even be compromised if it's mailed. So when it comes to payment card security, the practice of writing down credit card numbers on a piece of paper is highly discouraged. So if you're doing that, be sure to stop that practice altogether. Don't do that anymore, because it just makes the possibility of getting of theft and that credit card number getting out there that much greater, and you want to protect your customers' data at all costs. So the question becomes, how do you get the credit card number into your system without having your customer write it down, in this case on a piece of paper, and faxing or emailing or send it to you? So how do you get it into your merchant account without having them write it down? And there's 2 ways that you can do this. Number 1 is that you can have them read it to you over the phone. So you can pick up the phone, call your customer, have them read it directly to you, and the key point here is to enter it directly into a virtual terminal or a portal that is securely stored and encrypted. So most payment gateways are going to have a secure portal and a way to properly store those credit cards on file, and you can save it while the credit card is actually encrypted. And that takes all of the liability off of you, so you're not storing any information on your servers. The second method, and my preferred method, is actually to have your customer enter the credit card number directly into your system themselves through the use of a hosted payment page or an authorization page that's connected to your merchant account or your payment solution. So these types of hosted payment pages are specifically used for this purpose, to store a credit card on file without charging it until you have actual proper authorization to charge a card for like an open invoice or something like that. There's lots of ways to accomplish this, and some of the software that you can use even lets you put up simple authorization pages like I just mentioned without actually charging the card for any dollar amount. So of course the next question then is, which payment authorization page do I use? What's the best system? You could set up SimplyPay or CardPoint hosted payment page, and both of those solutions can be obtained for about $20 a month or less in some cases. If you don't have either of these solutions set up, check the links in the description and I can help you set them up. So one final note about the credit card authorization form is that if you start using a hosted payment page to collect the credit card data, this form effectively becomes an authorization form to charge a card on file rather than a means to actually collect the credit card number itself. And then this form can actually be modified with the instructions to simply write the last 4 digits of the card on file so that they can differentiate which card should be charged. And if you do that, then you slightly modify the form, which could look something closer to this, where you're actually giving instructions to please provide only the last 4 digits of the card on file. That way they're not writing the entire credit card number along with the expiration date and the security code and their billing address and all of the payment card information. So make sure to put this in your emails, in your website copy, in your billing policies for your company to implement something like this, because it's just an overall more secure way to collect payments from your customers, and ultimately they're going to thank you for it because you're reducing the possibility of their credit card data ever being compromised. If you're new to my channel, welcome. It's always appreciated if you liked this video or you found value in the templates to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I publish regular tutorial style videos and template videos, Q&A videos, all centered around the idea of payment processing and merchant accounts, invoicing, software tools, and so forth, and payment workflows that tie all of those things together. So if you found value, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, share it with your friends. I'm Brian Manning, and I'll see you next time.